Good morning, my dear students. Yesterday we discussed about charge, electric charge, their properties, Coulomb's law, dielectric constant. Today we discuss about electric field and electric field intensity. What is electric field? Suppose that we have a point charge plus Q around which a test charge Q naught is brought to a certain area. This is a certain area that experience a electric force. Then this certain area is known as electric field. Okay. Electric field, a field around a point charge in which the force of attraction or repulsion, means electric force, is experienced by a test charge is known as electric field of that point charge. Next, intensity of electric field. To represent the electric field in mathematical form, we study intensity of electric field. Suppose that again we have a point charge plus Q and a test charge Q naught. Q naught is a positive unit charge. If we bring this charge in this certain area, suppose that this testing charge placed at this point, then this charge experiences an electric force which is known as electric field intensity at that point. The force experienced by a unit positive test charge placed at the point of electric field of source charge is called electric field intensity at that point. Electric field intensity is represented by E. It's a vector quantity, so it's represented by E vector. And direction of electric field intensity is always positive to negative charge. According to definition, if testing charge is Q naught, then we can write electric field intensity E vector is equals to F vector, which is force experienced by testing charge upon Q naught. Q naught is the magnitude of a testing charge. Or E vector is equals to limit Q naught tends to 0. What is limit Q naught tends to 0? Here test charge Q naught is very small because of every charge have electric field which can be affects electric field of another charge. So test charge is very small. Okay. Next, unit of electric field intensity. We know that unit of force is Newton and unit of charge is Coulomb. So unit of electric field intensity is Newton per Coulomb. Okay. Next topic, intensity of electric field due to a point charge. Suppose we have a point charge plus Q placed at point O. Suppose that point O this and plus Q charge placed at this point, and a test charge plus Q naught kept at point P. Point P is at distance R from O, like this. This point P and this distance small r, and here testing charge plus Q naught is balanced. We know that intensity of electric field, by the definition of electric field, E vector is equals to F vector upon Q naught. This is equation number 1. We know very well, according to Coulomb's law, force acting on the charge Q naught is F vector. Coulomb's law, F is equals to K Q1 Q2 upon R square. So according to Coulomb's law, F vector is equals to K Q naught upon R square R cap. R cap is a unit vector which represent the direction of a Coulomb force. So from equation 1 and 2, E vector is equals to, put the value of force in equation 1, K Q naught upon R square, multiply 1 upon Q naught into R cap. Q naught cancel out, then E vector is equals to KQ upon R square R cap. This equation can be represented like this. E vector is equals to K 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, Q same here, R square R cap. Here R cap is a unit vector which is represent the direction of a electric field intensity. This expression is represent the electric field intensity due to a point charge. If both charges are placed in a medium and the permittivity of medium is epsilon, then electric field intensity due to a point charge E vector is equals to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon Q upon R square R cap. It is clear that electric field intensity is inversely proportional to the square of distance, E inversely proportional to R square. So we can draw a graph between electric field intensity and distance like this. Next, electric field lines. What is electric field lines? Electric field lines are imaginary lines by which we represent electric field. Because of we can't see electric field, then we can say that the imaginary lines which are used to represent the electric field is known as electric field lines. Electric field lines have some properties. So, properties of electric lines of force. First property of electric field lines is tangent drawn and at any point on electric field lines gives the direction of electric field at that point. Suppose we have a electric field line like this, and this point, suppose that this point is P. If we draw a tangent on this point, then direction of tangent is represent the electric field, direction of electric field at that point. Okay. Next point, the direction of electric field lines always is positive to negative charge. Suppose we have two charge, one is positive charge and another one is negative charge. Then electric field lines represent like this, positive to negative. Okay. Next property is electric field lines always form open loop, never form closed loop. Because of electric field lines start from positive charge and end negative charge. Okay. So electric field lines always form open loop. Next property is very important. The electric field lines never intersect each other. because if they intersect, suppose that we have two electric field lines and they intersect this point at this point P, then this common point P, we draw two tangent like this, one and another one like this. According to first point, tangent draw at any point on electric field line give the direction of electric field at that point. Okay, according to this point, we can say that at this point electric field have two directions, which is not possible. Okay, the electric field lines never intersect each other, because if they intersect, then at common point two tangents can be drawn, according to which two directions of electric field exist at that common point, which is not possible. Okay, next point, our next point of electric field lines. Electric field lines are always perpendicular the equipotential surface. Suppose that we have a equipotential surface, positively charged, then electric field lines start from this surface perpendicularly like this. Okay, it means the angle between electric field lines and equipotential surface is 90 degree. Next, electric field lines always parallel in uniform electric field. Suppose we have a uniform electric field E vector. In this electric field, suppose a point P. If we draw a tangent at point P, then we can see that direction of tangent and direction of electric field lines in same. Okay, so we can say electric field lines always parallel in uniform electric field. Next point, the number of electric field lines passing through the unit area perpendicular to the direction of electric field lines is proportional to the intensity of the electric field. Suppose we have a electric field like this and some areas perpendicular to the direction of electric field A, B and C. We can see that electric field lines passing through A is much more compared to the C. So according to this point, we can say that EA greater than EB greater than EC. Okay, these are the some points of some properties of electric field lines. A very important note, we know that electric force, suppose that we have a electric field, uniform electric field, in which a positive and a negative charge is balanced. Okay, so electric force applied to the test charge Q naught in uniform electric field is F is equals to Q naught E vector. Okay, F Coulomb force, Q naught test charge, E uniform electric field. If test charge is positive, then direction of the force is in the direction of electric field, means direction of Coulomb force is in the direction of a electric field, and if the test charge is negative like this, then direction of force is applied on test charge is opposite to the direction of a electric field. Okay, this is very important. Okay, dear students, next topic we will discuss our next video. Thank you so much.